This simple trait is going to be the reason why you succeed in 2026. This trait is so important that it beats discipline and motivation. And I'm not here to BS you. I'm not here to hype you up and motivate you. I don't want to give you any false expectations. I simply want to share with you the reason behind the success that I have in my life. And perhaps I don't have as much success as I want to, but I would say that I'm in a very good point. I have a very good physique that I'm proud of. I could say I've achieved my dream physique. I'm not trying to improve it. I'm simply just keeping it up, trying to gain more strength. But the way I look, I'm very proud of. I also have an online business that has been generating me a very good amount of money that I am very happy and grateful for. Then I've also acquired loads and loads of knowledge. I built tremendous character and discipline and knowledge. And I'm not trying to boast, but I'm simply giving gratitude towards this trick that I'm about to share with you. I simply want to build it up to you so you don't simply after hearing it kind of forget it, throw it out the window, click off this video and do nothing about your life. Because I'm not trying to make this video to simply get views. I want this video to reach a lot of people, but I also want this to actually make a change. Because throughout my entire life, right, I have been trying to figure out what is the thing that is actually the secret behind success. What is the thing that I need to master in order to just push through everything and no matter what, no matter how, just simply get to the end point, get from point A to point B. Point B being my next goal, my main goal. How can I achieve this? And this trait that I'm about to share with you is the secret behind it. And let me give you a bit of a story today, and then I'm gonna introduce the trade because I want to build it up a little bit. So basically, I had a couple of things on my schedule, right? And it's a weekend. I woke up late. I went to sleep late last night, and I woke up not super motivated. I woke up like an hour later than I planned. I read the Bible, and then the next thing was to do some deep work on my computer for 1 hour. And that 1 hour probably turned into like 4, 5, something like that. It was a simple thing. It doesn't require a lot of time, a lot of energy. But it's just been one of those days, right, where I just couldn't get it done fast. I couldn't get it done fast, and then it also led me to not be able to complete all the other things that I had on my schedule. But instead of just giving up on the entire day, what I did was I just kept pushing through that task, right? I just kept going at it. I had this thing where I had to send out 60 messages. And the rate that I was sending the messages at was very low. I was sending them, way slower than I'm supposed to be. And this is the reason why it took me so long. But basically, I was just sending them very slowly. I've been distracted. I went to eat. I went to scroll. I did this. I did that. But instead of giving up, I just pushed through. I pushed through. I pushed through. I pushed through. I pushed through. And then 5 hours later, I'm finished with the task. And I was thinking, well, that's not very good. That's not very good. I should have done this way faster. But then I realized that okay, well, it's just part of my life. I'm gonna have good days. I'm gonna have bad days. But where am I leading right now? What I'm basically leading to and at right now is the trait of persistency. The trait of persistency where you have different conditions, you have different states of mind throughout the days, the weeks, the months, the years. But no matter what, you still keep consistently pushing through. No matter how long it takes, no matter how good or bad it feels, you just keep going at it. That has been the thing, that has been the secret and the entire building block below me. It's been the reason why working 2 years on my online business and seeing no results, I finally made it successful and I started seeing results. It was just simply because of the fact I refused to give up. I refused to look for a better way. I simply said, okay, as long as I'm not finished with this thing, I'm not going out. It was the same here. I had the number 60 that I had to hit, and I just said, okay, well, it has to be hit. I'm not moving on to another task. I'm not making compromise. I'm not going to give up. I need to finish this, and if I don't finish this, well, I'm not skipping any tasks. And I just realized that I've been approaching my entire life like this when I started actually getting successful. So, for the past, I don't know, 3 years or something, when I enrolled onto this self improvement journey, I went into calisthenics, I went into, bodybuilding for a little bit. Then I started eating clean. I started, working on my online business. I started to look on how I can improve my mind, reduce my screen time, read more books, learn new languages, all these positive things. And I see a lot of people, and especially the past me, where we just always have dreams, we always have goals that we want to achieve. But then what happens is that we feel like we didn't find the right roadmap, or we didn't have the right motivation or the right discipline, and then we quit. But persistency is this thing where if you develop it, you can be sure that you'll be successful. If you just have persistency, right, always with you, you can be successful. And persistency is just such a thing where it works in every single situation, and it is not too hard to develop. It's not too hard to develop. Persistency is simply learning to not give any other options to yourself. Because a lot of the times when we encounter discomfort, where we encounter adversity, we have a tendency to quit or look for a way to go around it. But if you can just choose to stay persistent, and a lot of people may say that I'm just talking about simply not giving up, and it's like discipline, just pushing through no matter what. But it's not about this, because there will be days where you're on this one. There will be days when you're not motivated, and some of the days discipline just goes out the window. Like a lot of bad habits creep back in. But if you just have this one thing, persistency, where even if you did 9 out of 10 bad things throughout the day, but you did one good thing because you were persistent, you will be moving forward because you got something done. You're not allowing to simply rely on discipline and motivation and then basically just encounter these periods of time where you're feeling bad and you just don't do anything at all. Persistency is the thing which allows you to get shit done. It allows you to move forward. And I said it's not hard to develop. It's simply it's not even about developing it. It's simply making a choice that, okay, I'm not gonna make any compromises. I'm not gonna give myself a way out. I'm not gonna choose to quit. I'm simply going to get this thing done, no matter what. No matter if instead of it taking me 30 minutes, it takes me 5 hours. I'll get it done. If you can just if you can just develop persistency and then have a couple of goals that you're going after, and just tell yourself, I have to hit this number. I have to hit this number. And if it takes you longer, you still stay consistently persistent, you will succeed. Because a lot of the times we expect fast progress and we want fast progress. And it's, of course, always good to aim for fast progress and then implementing these things, like discipline and then things that get you motivated. But if you are persistent, you can be sure that you will achieve tremendous success long term. So my advice to you is simply stop telling yourself that if you don't do something, it's okay to skip it and then you just move on to the other thing, or you look for ways to go around it. No, I want you to develop the habit of persistency, not giving up, not looking for other ways, simply not making any compromise for yourself, and not telling excuses to yourself as to why you should avoid it. Because a lot of the times when you encounter a very difficult situation or a very time consuming situation, or a hard decision, a lot of the excuses that perhaps in the beginning you would have combated against and threw them out of your head pretty easily, those excuses, at this time when you were really struggling, get very, very strong, and it's hard to resist them. But if you can just simply become persistent, and despite all the demons, all these bad things creeping into your life, and even if you spend loads of time scrolling on the day when you shouldn't have, but you still stay persistent and say, okay, I'm not going to sleep until I finish this thing, you will be successful. You can just not stress about the future. You don't even have to stress if you're not seeing any results, because if you are persistent, you can know that maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day you will be successful. And we always have these periods of time where we're stuck in a rut, where we don't see the progress that we'd like to. Things are not going the way we want them to. But we stay persistent, we have this mindset where we just don't quit, we will see tremendous success. So I hope you take something away from this video and you actually just make a decision right now, here and now, that no matter what, I will hit this goal that I have, right? I will hit this goal of putting in these inputs, right? Maybe I'll not get the outcome that I want, but I will simply do the things required to get the output. And if I don't receive the output, that's okay. But I'm not gonna make any compromise. I'm not gonna listen to my excuses. I'm gonna get it done. If you can just simply have this mindset, this winner's mindset, in fact, you will be successful. So I really hope this helps. I hope you got the aha moment. You got something to click, because this is the video I was making it for. So share this with someone who may need to hear this, because I want this message to reach as many people as possible. But if it reached you, I'm super glad. Comment if it did. And I hope you make a significant change, a drastic change in your life and the way you approach things, and you just stay persistent. Thank you for watching. And most importantly, God bless you. You got this in 2026. Keep crushing it.